close, I just thought it would be kind of cool if we recap so that everybody can have a really clear understanding of, the advice that you've given and have some tools to take away from this video. So Ashley, if you would give us your 5 tips on starting a business and what you recommend for people to do to hang in there.
Okay, I recommend number 1 is to have lots of mentors. We talked earlier about hiring an accountant and a financial advisor, and I know sometimes that can be costly. And so if you can't do that, I recommend having people in your life, key figures that you can go to. And so I have a mentor that helps me with my finances, and I can call anytime. I have a mentor who's in public relations. I have one who's in tech. I have.
She's got somebody all over.
Yeah, I do. And so I think it's great to always have someone who you can call on consistently whenever you find yourself just needing advice. And it's helped me grow incredibly. I don't know what I would do without them.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. Okay, number 2.
So number 2 would be to trust your instinct. I think I've learned this the hard way on many occasions. If something doesn't feel right in business, if you don't feel confident, then it's more than likely not the best fit for you. I think oftentimes entrepreneurs were so excited about, profiting and growing our business. But, when you meet someone, if you want to work with them. One of my mentors told me that. And she doesn't even do proposals anymore. She's a lot more established than I am. But she says, I don't even do proposals. And she says, because when people meet her, they know if they want to work with you or not.
Right.
And so for her, she doesn't even spend her hours doing that. And so go with your instinct. I think it's really smart, and it's great because it's very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I, just to jump in really quick, following your gut is so important. And I love a quote that's like, if at any point something doesn't sit well with you, walk away from it. I think that sometimes you can get so excited and you are just looking for the next opportunity, but there really is something to be said about, really value and evaluate everything so that you can make smart decisions.
For sure.
Okay, guys, and that is the perfect timing for a tweetable. Ashley?
My tweetable is, accept that your reputation is everything, and then you have no choice but to always do your absolute best. The third one is to know your strengths. I think that I learned very quickly that we talk about finances again. I keep going there. That's probably my biggest challenge.
Where's money at?
Yes, and so I think that knowing your strengths, and even things like graphic design, I never even tried to be a graphic designer, even though it's a big part of our business, because I just know that what would take a professional maybe an hour to do would take me like 6 hours. And so I understood very, very quickly, very early on, what my strengths and weaknesses are. Even your personality type. So if you happen to be a very bubbly person, over the top, and that tends to draw people to you, then I say run with it. So really understand, what attracts people to me, and what areas can I work on, and maybe don't spend a lot of time working on those areas, and just get someone else to help you as it relates to your business.
Yeah, I think that's such smart advice. I completely agree.
Thank you. Okay, number 4, we talked about this earlier, is meeting the demand. And so again, I do believe in a passion-driven business, but I also believe in meeting the demand. And so maybe the idea is to, your first business is more profitable, and you can, later along the lines invest in that more passion-driven business.
That's smart.
Because there's so much that I want to do that's so fun, and Medley is very, very fun. I'm very grateful that we happen to be in this industry right now, and it happens to be fun. But there are other things that I want to do that are really, really creative, and I plan on them kind of being like my late 30s career.
Yeah, and I like that you're thinking ahead. Like, I can appreciate what I have now, but don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
Things that I want to do.
Yep. Okay, and the 5th one we talked about earlier is a 10-10-10 strategy. So again, just not being so excited about the present. Be excited about the present, but also think about the impact of your decision in 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years. And that will really impact your decision making, and you'll find yourself less regretful, and even spending less time on your decision making, because you'll weigh up all the options, and you'll understand clearly what are the consequences, both good and bad, of my decision making.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of piggyback on that, recently I had a situation where it was moving along really fast, and everything seemed amazing, and it was just fantastic. Like, it was going so well, and then something happened that made me kind of apprehensive about it. You know what I mean? And I'm so thankful, because coincidentally I was talking to my parents about the situation, and they were able to reiterate to me, okay, look past what maybe can come out of it right now. Think about a year from now. And I love that you have the 10 thing, because it's like breaking down the timeline. But think about a year from now, what would be the repercussions of this relationship or this partnership, or whatever it is. And I think that that's, you know, not to crush any dreams or any spirits, but I think that that's something that really, like, the sooner you can get a hold on it, the better, because you have to be able to digest the fullness of every opportunity as opposed to just what, you know, in that immediate sense seems to be, you know, kind of exciting. So, yeah, well, Ashley, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to split this into 3 parts. So, you know, long story short, it's awesome to have you guys watching, and thank you for the support, and hopefully you'll feel more confident about starting a business, or, you know, if we're catching you midstream, hopefully it's some great words of encouragement.
I hope so.
So, yeah, okay, let's do a quick rundown. Ashley, where can we find you online?
I'm on Twitter at Ashley R. Small, Instagram Ashley Small, and you can find us at Medley at www.medley-inc.com.
Alrighty, and, you know, find me in the little description at the bottom. Alright, thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig.